have for the very first time on the BT couch Mick Côté from the Montreal Gazette to talk to us about a fantastic blog post that you wrote. First of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
Everyone's talking about this, this article, this blog post. Tell me, first of all, what it's all about. It's reflections on 3 years since coming out. All of this linked to Pride, of course.
Yeah, exactly. So it just kind of happened that Pride coincided with my coming out anniversary, I called it, or my coming of age, as I like to call it. And I was kind of reflecting on exactly 3 years since I've been out of the closet and how that's affected me overall. And that's how the blog post kind of came through.
It's a very emotional. I mean, reading it, you get shivers because you hear about people coming out, and it seems like something distant. And it really, reading it, we get into your head and we realize that it is one of the most difficult decisions to tell the people around you. Tell us a little bit about what that was like for you.
I mean, overall, I think it's something you kind of keep within yourself. I think it's more of a fear of yourself and the repercussions that might have. You know, the coming out aspect is, I think because it's so nebulous and you don't really know how people are going to react to it, it makes it a little tough on yourself more than tough on others. So I think that's mostly the process where things get hard. But
and it actually turned out really well for you because, like, tell the people at home. So you have a sister.
I do, yes. So my little sister, Jessica, who's 3 years younger than I am, she came out about a year before I did. So my parents, who only have my sister and I, ended up with 2 gay kids, military family. Ended up with 2 gay kids, but I mean, my mom calls us the all-dressed family.
Okay.
All-dressed chips. It's her way of dealing with it.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah. So we kind of had that path already made, but I mean, I think that was another added stress for me too. Like, would they care? Would they mind having 2 gay kids? Like, how's that for a family? Because I had never seen other families like that. I know there are many others, but in my case it was a little different. So, but I mean, she had kind of cleaned the path a little bit.
She did. So you call this your coming of age, if you will. So now 3 years later, tell me why you call it the coming of age and what has changed for you when you look back on this.
I think what's really changed, and I call it the coming of age because I think it comes down to growing up and understanding yourself a lot more. You know, you kind of figure it out, and you figure yourself out, and you come out as who you really are. And you know, the self-doubt and the stress that you put upon yourself when you're still in the closet trying to hide it, or just trying to figure it out overall, is I mean, stress isn't good for anyone.
No.
You know that, of course. But it's just, you know, it's an added thing you don't need. And now I mean, 3 years since coming out of the closet. There's one thing for sure that I know, is that I know who I am, and I'm very confident in who I am. Whereas before it was a little bit of a, you know, of a mystery.
A bit of a mystery. And so do you think things have gotten easier for people in the 3 years that since you've come out? Do you think it's easier for people to come out, or it's depends on where you are, depends on a lot of factors?
Yeah, I think it comes down, I think it's a personal thing. You know, some families are really, you know, are really open and welcoming. Some others, some other people are more into, you know, have more conservative values, let's say. I don't necessarily think it's an easy thing. Maybe socially it's become more accepted. Anyway, in Canada it certainly has. But it comes down, it's a personal matter more so than you know, a society-wide thing.
Yes.
So it comes down to self-acceptance first, and then
the rest follows.
Yeah.
And so Pride Week, Pride Sunday, will you be attending?
Most likely, yeah.
Most likely.
Most likely.
Most likely, he says. All right. Well, Mick, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I know a lot of people were very touched, very moved, very inspired by this. So check it out. Mick Côté, Montreal Gazette. The blog post is still up, obviously. It's still there. People can check that out. We're going to have all of those links on our btmontreal.ca website as well.